Welcome back to Park and Post. Today, I will be diving into a topic that's as complex as it is intriguing: prostitution at airports. Behind the bustling terminals and flashing departure boards lies a hidden world where economic desperation meets transient desire. Join us as we explore the shadows of our airports, uncovering the stories of those who navigate this clandestine world and shedding light on the challenges and controversies it brings. Prostitution at airports is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon that encompasses the practice of engaging in sexual activities in exchange for money or goods within the confines of airport premises. In essence, it involves individuals offering or soliciting sexual services to passengers, airport staff, or other individuals present at the airport. What sets this form of prostitution apart is the transient nature of airport environments, characterized by a constant flux of travelers from diverse backgrounds, cultures, and socioeconomic statuses. This transient population, combined with the high-stress, fast-paced atmosphere of airports, creates a unique and often overlooked market for sex work. Within the bustling terminals and corridors of airports, a hidden economy thrives, where discreet transactions occur amidst the chaos of departure boards and security lines. The anonymity and transience of the airport environment provide a cloak of invisibility for those engaged in prostitution, making detection and regulation challenging for authorities. Yet, behind the veneer of duty-free shops and departure gates lies a world where economic necessity intersects with transient desires, shaping the dynamics of prostitution at airports in profound ways. Throughout this video, we'll delve deeper into the complexities of prostitution at airports, exploring the reasons behind its prevalence, the challenges it poses, and the implications for individuals and society as a whole. By shedding light on this often overlooked issue, we hope to foster a greater understanding of the realities faced by those involved and spark meaningful conversations about how we can address the underlying factors driving this phenomenon. Now let's dive in and uncover the individuals operating behind the scenes of prostitution at airports. Be careful. What you don't see can hurt you. Before we move on, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our latest travel tips and share this information with your friends and family. But let's get back to the topic: the secret world of prostitution at airports. The people engaged in prostitution at airports come from diverse backgrounds and may include individuals from various walks of life, each driven by unique circumstances and motivations. Among them are individuals who travel on airplanes and use their time in transit to solicit or engage in sexual activities with fellow passengers. These individuals may appear friendly and approachable, making small talk or offering companionship during the flight, only to later proposition their unsuspecting seatmates for sexual services. Their ability to blend in with other travelers makes them difficult to identify, leaving passengers vulnerable to their advances. Airport employees, including security personnel, baggage handlers, and customer service representatives, may also be involved in prostitution activities. These individuals, with their access to restricted areas and familiarity with airport procedures, may exploit their positions to solicit clients or facilitate transactions discreetly. Their insider knowledge of airport operations and layouts allows them to operate under the radar, making detection challenging for airport authorities. Flight attendants, particularly those working for airlines catering to business or wealthy passengers, may target them for prostitution at airports. These individuals, often well-groomed and personable, use their interactions with passengers during flights to gauge potential interest in sexual services. They may offer special attention or companionship to targeted passengers, subtly hinting at the possibility of additional services once the plane lands. Their professional demeanor and access to upscale clientele make them adept at blending in and avoiding suspicion. Organized crime groups operating at airports around the world represent another facet of prostitution at airports. These groups, highly organized and almost invisible to law enforcement, coordinate their activities to exploit the transient nature of airport environments. They may traffic individuals for sexual exploitation, manage brothels within airport premises, or coordinate the activities of sex workers and clients. Their intricate networks and ability to evade detection make them formidable adversaries for airport authorities and law enforcement agencies. Real-life examples of individuals engaged in prostitution at airports illustrate the diversity and complexity of this phenomenon. In one case, a flight attendant for a prominent airline was arrested for soliciting sexual favors from passengers during layovers at various international airports. Despite her professional demeanor and impeccable appearance, she used her position to discreetly arrange encounters with willing passengers, exploiting their vulnerability and trust. In another example, an airport security officer was implicated in a prostitution ring operating within airport premises. Using his access to restricted areas and knowledge of security protocols, he facilitated the trafficking of individuals for sexual exploitation, turning a blind eye to illicit activities in exchange for financial gain. Additionally, a well-dressed businessman was arrested for soliciting prostitution services from fellow travelers during layovers at major airports. Presenting himself as a respectable professional, he used his charm and financial resources to entice unsuspecting passengers into engaging in sexual activities in exchange for money or gifts. Despite his outward appearance of success, he was involved in exploiting vulnerable individuals for his personal gratification. These examples underscore the deceptive nature of prostitution at airports, where individuals may appear respectable and well-dressed on the surface, yet engage in illicit activities behind closed doors. The transient and fast-paced nature of airport environments provides fertile ground for such behavior, making it imperative for travelers to remain vigilant and aware of the risks posed by individuals seeking to exploit them for sexual purposes. Before we explore the reasons behind prostitution at airports, I will first be embarking on a journey into the heart of cybersecurity with NordVPN, the champion of internet freedom and in a world brimming with digital threats, NordVPN stands as a beacon of hope. Imagine a fortress so impregnable that even the most advanced cyber threats can't breach its walls. That's NordVPN for you, fortified with AES 256 encryption, providing the highest level of security used by governments and cybersecurity experts. But NordVPN doesn't stop there. With unique features like double VPN, it routes your internet traffic through 2 servers, doubling your encryption and anonymity online. Think of it as a cloak of invisibility in the digital realm. With NordVPN, you unlock the full potential of the internet, accessing content from Netflix, Hulu, and more, as if you were a global citizen. In the digital age, privacy is our most prized possession. NordVPN's strict no-logs policy ensures your online activities remain just that, yours. Not even NordVPN can see what you're up to, guaranteeing complete privacy. Pair this with NordVPN's threat protection feature, and you're not just invisible, you're untouchable, automatically blocking malicious websites, ads, and trackers. NordVPN breaks down these barriers, offering dedicated apps for Windows, macOS, Linux, iOS, Android, and even your router. It's accessible, simple, and efficient, making it a perfect fit for anyone in today's connected world. Choosing NordVPN means more than just securing your online data. It means embracing a lifestyle where freedom is in the face of threats and restrictions. Since I started using NordVPN, my online experience has transformed. Streaming has never been smoother. My sensitive information is locked away from prying eyes. So, are you ready to join the ranks of secure, unrestricted internet users? Click the link in the description below to get started with NordVPN today. And because NordVPN believes in its service, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. There's nothing to lose and a world of digital freedom to gain. Let us now explore the reasons behind prostitution at airports. One significant factor is the demand from travelers and the transient population. Travelers, especially those experiencing long layovers or flight delays, may seek companionship or sexual encounters to pass the time or alleviate boredom. Additionally, the anonymity and reduced social accountability in airport environments can make individuals more inclined to engage in such activities. Travelers' demand for sexual services at airports is driven by various factors, including the convenience and accessibility of such services, the stress of travel, and the desire for temporary companionship. Long layovers or delays can leave passengers with significant amounts of time to spare, creating opportunities for engaging in sexual encounters. Airports attract a transient population of passengers, airline employees, and flight crews, all of whom may be away from their home environments for extended periods. The anonymity and sense of detachment from their usual surroundings can make individuals more open to seeking or providing sexual services within airport premises. Business travelers in particular may find themselves in unfamiliar cities or countries for work-related purposes. The stress and demands of business travel, combined with limited time for personal activities, may lead some individuals to seek companionship or sexual encounters at airports as a way to unwind or relieve stress. Economic factors also play a significant role in driving individuals to engage in prostitution at airports. Financial need, lack of employment opportunities, and the potential for higher income can all motivate individuals to enter the sex trade. For some, prostitution may be seen as a means to meet their basic needs or secure immediate income in the face of economic hardship. Many individuals turn to prostitution at airports as a means to alleviate financial hardships. Economic instability, lack of social support systems, or personal circumstances may push individuals towards sex work as a way to make ends meet and provide for themselves or their families. In regions or communities with high unemployment rates or limited job prospects, individuals may see prostitution at airports as a more viable or lucrative option for earning a living. Factors such as educational background, skills mismatch, or discrimination in the job market can contribute to the perception that sex work offers a way out of financial difficulties. The potential for higher income is another factor that attracts individuals to prostitution at airports. The transient nature of airport environments and the diverse clientele can create opportunities for earning more money compared to other available employment options. Some individuals may be drawn to the prospect of quick and substantial earnings, especially if they believe they can command a premium for their services. The cash-based nature of prostitution at airports provides a level of financial flexibility that may be appealing to some individuals. The ability to negotiate rates directly with clients and receive immediate payment in cash can be advantageous, particularly for those seeking quick financial transactions or autonomy over their earnings. Prostitution at airports may also appeal to individuals with aspirations for material possessions, luxury goods, or experiences that may be financially unattainable through conventional means. The potential to access high-income clients or tourists with disposable income can feed into consumerist desires and aspirations for a more affluent lifestyle. However, it's essential to acknowledge the challenges and risks associated with prostitution at airports. These include safety concerns, legal implications, social stigma, and the potential for exploitation or harm. Addressing these challenges requires comprehensive strategies that prioritize the safety, well-being, and rights of all individuals involved. The clandestine nature of prostitution at airports can make it difficult to ensure the safety and security of sex workers and clients. Vulnerability to violence, exploitation, and coercion is a significant concern, as individuals may be operating in environments where they have limited protection or recourse. Prostitution at airports may also raise legal concerns, as laws and regulations regarding sex work vary widely across jurisdictions. In some countries, prostitution is criminalized, while in others it may be regulated or decriminalized. Navigating the legal landscape and ensuring compliance with relevant laws poses challenges for sex workers, clients, and law enforcement agencies. Social stigma surrounding prostitution can also impact individuals engaged in sex work at airports, as well as their families and communities. Negative perceptions, discrimination, and marginalization can contribute to feelings of shame, isolation, and mental health issues among sex workers. Addressing social stigma requires education, awareness, and advocacy to promote empathy, understanding, and acceptance. Prostitution at airports can leave individuals vulnerable to exploitation, coercion, and trafficking. Some may be forced or manipulated into sex work against their will, while others may face pressures to engage in risky or unsafe practices. Protecting individuals from exploitation and harm requires robust support systems, legal protections, and interventions to address the root causes of vulnerability. There's also an intersection between prostitution at airports and human trafficking, as airports serve as transportation hubs for both legitimate and illicit activities. Traffickers may exploit the transient nature of airports to move victims across borders or recruit individuals into the sex trade. Combating human trafficking requires coordinated efforts among governments, law enforcement agencies, and civil society organizations to identify and support victims, prosecute perpetrators, and prevent future exploitation. To address the challenges and risks associated with prostitution at airports, it's essential to provide comprehensive support services for sex workers. This includes access to healthcare, counseling, legal aid, and social services to address their physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Empowerment programs, vocational training, and alternative livelihood opportunities can also help individuals transition out of sex work and build sustainable futures. Ultimately, addressing prostitution at airports requires collaborative solutions that involve multiple stakeholders, including government agencies, law enforcement, airport authorities, non-governmental organizations, and the community. By working together, we can develop strategies that prioritize the safety, rights, and dignity of all individuals involved, while addressing the underlying factors that drive individuals to engage in sex work. Prostitution at airports is a multifaceted issue influenced by various factors, including economic, social, and legal considerations. While it presents challenges and risks, it also underscores the need for comprehensive responses that prioritize the well-being and rights of sex workers, clients, and vulnerable individuals. By addressing the root causes of prostitution at airports and implementing collaborative solutions, we can work towards creating safer, more inclusive environments for all. By the way, it's crucial to emphasize that going to the airport in search of prostitutes is not only ill-advised but also highly unlikely to yield any results. The individuals engaged in prostitution at airports operate discreetly, blending seamlessly into the bustling crowds and appearing like any other traveler or airport employee. Their ability to remain invisible to the untrained eye makes them nearly impossible to detect through casual observation. However, despite their elusive nature, one thing is certain: they possess a keen ability to identify and target potential clients with precision, often initiating contact or making subtle advances that may go unnoticed by the unsuspecting traveler. So while you may not see them, rest assured that they are there, navigating the airport environment with a level of stealth and cunning that belies their presence. Nevertheless, It's essential for travelers to remain vigilant and exercise caution when navigating airport environments, as the risk of encountering individuals involved in prostitution persists. Whether through discreet solicitations, subtle gestures, or chance encounters, the individuals engaged in this illicit activity possess a knack for identifying and approaching potential clients with discretion and finesse. Thus, while the prospect of encountering prostitutes at airports may seem remote or improbable, the reality is that their presence looms in the shadows, reminding us to remain vigilant and aware of the potential risks posed by their clandestine operations. As we conclude our journey into the world of prostitution at airports, we're left with a deeper understanding of the complexities and challenges surrounding this issue. From economic hardships to legal ambiguities, the factors driving individuals to engage in sex work within airport premises are as diverse as they are compelling. But amidst the shadows, there's hope for change. By raising awareness, fostering compassion, and advocating for comprehensive support systems, we can work towards creating safer and more equitable environments for all. So, don't go to the airport looking for prostitutes. You will never find them because they are invisible. But I promise you something. Trust me, they will always find you. Thank you for joining us on this exploration, and remember, together, we can shine a light on even the darkest corners of our society. Safe travels. We'll catch you in the next video.